Welcome back to OldCoin Secrets, where every coin has a story, and sometimes that story is worth a fortune. Today we're diving into one of the most shocking and legendary errors in U.S. coin history, the 1943 D Lincoln wheat cent, struck in bronze, copper, a coin that technically shouldn't exist. A simple cent that has mesmerized collectors, sparked auctions worth hundreds of thousands, and transformed ordinary coin enthusiasts into treasure hunters. Grab your magnifying glass and join us, because what you're about to hear might make you inspect every 1943 penny you've ever owned. The context: 1943 and the steel cent era. World War II changed everything, including the metal used in U.S. coinage. In 1943, the U.S. Mint faced a severe shortage of copper. Copper was vital for ammunition and wartime equipment. To save copper for the war effort, Lincoln cents were struck in zinc-coated steel rather than the traditional 95% copper alloy used for decades. These steel cents had a shiny silver-gray appearance, making them instantly recognizable. Key facts about regular 1943 D steel cents. Minted at Denver, D, and Philadelphia, no mint mark. Composition: 99% steel plated with zinc. Mintage: Denver minted about 40 million steel cents in 1943. Steel cents circulated widely, but they were not copper coins. That's what makes the 1943 bronze copper cent so extraordinary. The error: when copper came back to surprise everyone, somewhere in the Denver Mint, a single copper planche, or maybe a few, from 1942, somehow ended up in the presses during the 1943 production run. Instead of striking steel cents as intended, the Mint accidentally struck a Lincoln cent in the original copper alloy. This mistake was monumental. Only 2 to 3 confirmed examples exist. Most steel cents weighed 2.7 grams, while the 1943 copper cent weighs 3.11 grams, confirming its copper composition. Appearance: reddish-brown instead of the shiny gray of the steel cents. Collectors call this coin the Holy Grail of Lincoln cents, not just for rarity, but because it represents one of the most dramatic errors in U.S. coinage history: discovery and authentication. The first 1943 copper cent surfaced decades after the war. The first known example, discovered in the 1950s or 60s, shocked coin enthusiasts. Its authenticity was debated, as counterfeiters tried to create fake 1943 copper cents by altering dates on older pennies. Only after careful metallurgical testing and authentication by PCGS and NGC was its genuineness confirmed. Key identifiers for collectors: mint mark, D for Denver, clearly struck below the date. Weight: approximately 311 grams, and the same as standard copper cents of the era. Color: true reddish-brown patina, not artificially colored. Strike details: consistent with 1943 dies. No tampering signs. Today, every newly discovered 1943 copper cent undergoes rigorous authentication to ensure it's not a doctored steel cent or a plated coin. Market value and auction records. The 1943 copper cent is considered the most valuable Lincoln cent ever, with auction prices reflecting its legendary status. 1943 copper cent, Denver Mint, D. Only 2 confirmed examples. 2010 private sale. One sold for $1.7 million. 2021 auction. Another example reportedly sold for $2 million plus, making it one of the most expensive coins ever sold in U.S. history. Even circulated versions of this coin are virtually non-existent. Any additional example discovered would instantly become a multi-million-dollar sensation. Why collectors obsess over it? The 1943 D copper cent isn't just valuable because it's rare, but it's mythical. Historical anomaly: struck during wartime when copper was prohibited for pennies. Extremely low mintage, only a handful exist, possibly fewer than 5. Verification challenge: counterfeit attempts and plated steel cents make it tricky to authenticate. Cultural significance: a coin that illustrates the lengths America went during WFE and the randomness of minting errors. Collectors view this coin as a status symbol, and owning one places you among the elite. Few in the numismatic world. Tips for collectors: if you ever get your hands on a 1943 penny that looks unusual, do not clean it. Cleaning will destroy collector value. Weigh it: 3.11 grams. Possible copper cent: 2.7 grams. Steel cent. Inspect the mint mark and date style carefully. Send for certification. PCGS or NGC authentication is mandatory. Beware of fakes. Many steel cents are artificially plated with copper to mimic this rare error. Even professionals urge extreme caution. The stakes are too high for mistakes. Fun facts about the 1943 copper cent. The 1943 copper cent is the only known Lincoln cent struck in copper in 1943. Most steel cents rusted over time, but the rare copper ones aged naturally like regular pennies. It has been called the coin that broke the mint, due to the unexpected rarity and frenzy it created in collector circles. The coin has appeared in several documentaries and numismatic books highlighting the most valuable U.S. coins. The 1943 Lincoln copper cent is more than a coin. It's a legend. Its story combines wartime scarcity and mint challenges, incredible error rarity, multi-million-dollar value potential, a piece of history that collectors will search for forever. Imagine finding one of these hidden in an old jar of coins at home. A coin you never knew could be worth millions. It's not just a penny. It's history, wealth, and a piece of the rarest numismatic puzzle in one small coin. Coin number 2, the 1943 Lincoln wheat cent, bronze copper, a rare numismatic marvel. Historical context: the world at war. In 1943, the United States was fully engaged in World War II. Copper, a vital resource, was essential for military equipment, including ammunition, electrical components, and communications infrastructure. The U.S. Mint had long struck Lincoln wheat cents in 95% copper, but the war effort demanded a change. Copper was needed on the front lines, not in pennies. The Mint's solution switched to zinc-coated steel planchets for pennies. The steel cents, which had a distinct silver-gray look, were lightweight, easy to produce, and allowed the copper to go to the war effort. But in the midst of this transition, a rare mistake occurred, some left over. Copper planchets from 1942 accidentally made it into the 1943 production line. These became the legendary 1943 Lincoln wheat cents in bronze copper, coins that were never supposed to exist. How the error happened. At the Philadelphia Mint, where this particular coin was struck, the machinery was set up for steel production, yet during the production runs, a small number of copper blanks slipped through the presses. The result? Coins with the classic reddish-brown color of pre-war pennies. But dated 1943, when all circulating cents were supposed to be steel, this error transformed an ordinary coin into a modern numismatic treasure, sought by collectors worldwide, identifying a genuine 1943 bronze copper cent. Since this coin is incredibly valuable, it's crucial to know how to identify a genuine example. Number 1. Weight. Copper pennies 3.11 grams. Steel pennies now at 2.7 grams. A digital scale is the most reliable tool to detect this difference. Number 2. Color. Look for reddish-brown patina, not the silver-gray of steel cents. Fake copper-plated steel coins can be detected under careful inspection. Number 3. Strike details. Examine the wheat stalks and lettering closely. The die impressions should be crisp, consistent with 1943 Lincoln cents, without the irregularities seen in fakes. Number 4. Authentication. Always submit coins to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. Certification confirms authenticity and is critical before any high-value transaction. The discovery. Collectors had long suspected the existence of copper, 1943 Lincoln wheat cents, but confirmed examples were rare. Early finds were accidental, often from loose change jars or old rolls. Each verified coin sent shockwaves through the numismatic community. Today, only a few examples are known, cementing its reputation as a holy grail coin. Imagine stumbling upon a penny that literally should not exist. A rare treasure bridging pre-war and wartime minting. Market value. The 1943 Lincoln wheat cent in bronze copper is one of the most valuable modern pennies. Private sales, 1.5 million, 2 million plus. Auction record, around $2 million. Current potential. Perfect uncirculated specimens could fetch over $2.5 million today. Factors affecting value include: condition. Uncirculated examples are the most valuable. Provenance. Coins with a verified history sell for higher prices. Rarity. Only a handful of genuine examples exist. Even though billions of steel pennies were minted in 1943, these copper examples are exceedingly rare, making them highly sought after by collectors and investors alike. Why collectors obsess over it? This coin is considered a modern numismatic legend. Here's why. Unique history represents a wartime minting error caused by the U.S. Mint's need to conserve copper. Extreme rarity. Only a handful exist, making discovery extremely exciting. High value. Even a single coin can fetch millions, a testament to its legendary status. Collectors prize this coin not only for monetary value but for the story it tells. A story of wartime innovation, accident, and extraordinary rarity. Tips for collectors and investors. If you want to hunt for valuable pennies, follow these steps. Check all 1943 pennies from Philadelphia. Looking for unusual color and weight. Use a precise scale to identify copper planchets, 3.11 grams. Avoid cleaning, patina preserves value. Authenticate professionally with PCGS or NGC. Study reference images and videos of known examples before making a purchase. Knowledge, patience, and attention to detail are more valuable than luck when searching for such rare coins. Fun facts about the 1943 bronze copper cent. The switch to steel pennies saved millions of dollars in copper costs during the war. The 1943 bronze era cent represents one of the rarest mistakes in modern coinage history. Even top collectors may never have seen a genuine example in person. This coin is often called the modern holy grail of pennies, due to its rarity and historical significance. Holding history in your hands. Picture this. You're sorting a jar of old pennies and notice one that looks slightly different. A rich red-brown color instead of the usual steel gray. You weigh it, 3.11 grams. Upon close inspection, it's a 1943 Lincoln wheat cent in bronze copper. This is not just a penny. This is history, wealth, and numismatic lore in your hands. One coin that could change a collection, or even a life. The 1943 Lincoln wheat cent, bronze copper, is a rare minting error with a story rooted in wartime necessity. A highly collectible coin worth millions to the right buyer. A symbol of numismatic adventure, demonstrating that even coins meant for circulation can become legendary treasures. Its rarity, history, and value make it one of the most sought-after modern pennies in the world. Coin number 3, the 1912 Lincoln wheat cent and bronze composite penny. A collector's treasure. The 1912 Lincoln wheat cent comes from a fascinating period in American numismatic history. Introduced in 1909, the Lincoln cent commemorated the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, breaking the tradition of allegorical figures. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the penny displayed Lincoln on the obverse and wheat stalks on the reverse. By 1912, the coin had become widely recognized, circulating across the nation in pockets, purses, and cash registers. The bronze composite penny. Most Lincoln wheat cents were made from 95% copper, 5% tin, and zinc. However, certain 1912 issues are known as bronze composite pennies, sometimes referred to as composite strikes. Because of slight variations in the metal composition, these variations occurred due to inconsistent alloy mixtures in the mint's copper supply, blending of recycled metals from worn coins, minor manufacturing errors during the production process. While subtle, these variations made some 1912 pennies slightly heavier, more durable, or with a distinctive reddish-brown tone, setting them apart from standard issues. Identifying a genuine 1912 bronze composite penny. Collectors prize these coins for their rarity and historical significance. To identify an authentic 1912 bronze composite penny. Number 1. Weight. Standard Lincoln wheat cent 311 grams. Composite variations may differ slightly due to metal content. 3.1312 grams. Number 2. Color. Look for slightly deeper, reddish-brown or copper patina, compared to normal 1912 cents. Over time, these coins may develop unique toning, making each example distinctive. Number 3. Mint mark. Coins were minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark. Denver D and San Francisco SA. The mint mark is located below the date on the obverse. Number 4. Strike details. Observe Lincoln's facial features, coat folds, and wheat stalks. Composite pennies often show slightly sharper or more irregular details, which collectors can verify under magnification. Why this coin is special? The 1912 Lincoln wheat cent is highly collectible for several reasons. Age and historical significance. It represents the early Lincoln cents, a major departure from previous U.S. coinage designs. Metal composition variations. The bronze composite variants are unusual and harder to find. Survival rate. Coins over 100 years old naturally experience wear, making well-preserved examples highly valuable. Numismatic interest, early collectors, and modern enthusiasts both seek this coin to complete sets of early 20th century pennies. Market value. The 1912 Lincoln wheat cents value depends on condition, mint mark, and composition. Condition. Approx value USD. Good G4. 5 item 15s. Fine F12. 20 $50. Extremely fine EF40. 60 120. Uncirculated MS60. 200 $500. High-grade gem MS65 plus 1000 plus. Bronze composite examples, especially in MS60 plus or better, are considered rare and highly desirable. The combination of historical significance and metal variation makes them a true gem for collectors. Tips for collectors and investors. If you're hunting for 1912 Lincoln wheat cents, follow these steps. Check all 1912 coins. Both Philadelphia and mint-marked varieties may have composite characteristics. Use magnification. Examine die details, facial features, and wheat stalks. Check weight and color. Subtle differences can reveal composite metal. Avoid cleaning. Patina preserves value. Harsh cleaning can destroy it. Authenticate. Use services like PCGS or NGC for high-value coins. Historical fun facts. The Lincoln cent was the first widely circulated U.S. coin featuring a real historical figure. 1912 pennies are part of the early Lincoln wheat cent series, which spanned 1909–1958. The bronze composite variations represent a small subset, making them rare and intriguing. Collectors often prize these coins not just for value, but for the connection to early 20th century America. The collector's perspective. Imagine holding a 1912 bronze composite Lincoln cent. It's over a century old. The copper tones have aged naturally, giving it a unique character. Each tiny imperfection tells a story of mint operations, early 20th century production, and historical context. For a collector, it's more than a coin. It's a piece of history, a bridge to the past, and a prized artifact that connects modern enthusiasts with the early Lincoln series. Why it's valuable. The combination of age, early Lincoln design, limited composite variations, preservation, makes this coin a must-have for serious collectors. Even in circulated condition, it can fetch tens to hundreds of dollars, while well-preserved high-grade examples can reach over $1,000. The 1912 Lincoln wheat cent bronze composite penny embodies history, linking early 20th century America with the iconic Lincoln design. Rarity. Only a small number of bronze composite examples exist. Value. A highly sought-after coin by collectors and investors alike. Legacy. Representing the innovation, artistry, and significance of early Lincoln cents. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned numismatist, this coin is a perfect example of why coins tell stories beyond their monetary value. Coin number 4, the 1941 S. Lincoln wheat cent, bronze composite penny. A collector's gem. A coin that looks ordinary at first glance, yet carries rich history, rarity, and intrigue. Produced during a critical era of American coinage, this penny is a must-see for collectors and investors alike. So grab your magnifying glass and let's explore the story behind this historic piece. Historical context: America in 1941. The year 1941 was a turning point in U.S. history. America was on the verge of entering World War II, reshaping its economy, production, and daily life. Coins in circulation reflected both the economy and the technological capabilities of the mint. The Lincoln wheat cent, introduced in 1909, remained a popular coin, featuring Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse and wheat stalks on the reverse. By this time, the San Francisco Mint S mint mark had become known for producing some of the lowest mintage coins, making the 1941 S penny particularly interesting to collectors. The bronze composite penny. Like other Lincoln wheat cents of the era, the 1941 S penny was primarily made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. However, this coin is classified as a bronze composite penny, which occurs when metal blends vary slightly due to inconsistent alloys or recycled materials. San Francisco Mint press runs sometimes used composite blanks, creating subtle variations in color and weight, minor mint errors in composition. make certain examples distinct and more desirable to collectors. This metal variation, combined with the coin's low mintage, sets it apart from the typical 1941 Lincoln wheat cent, identifying a 1941S bronze composite penny. To spot this rare penny, collectors should check the following. Number 1, mint mark. The S below the date signifies it was minted in San Francisco. San Francisco coins generally had lower production numbers, increasing scarcity. Number 2, weight and composition. Standard Lincoln cent or 311 grams. Bronze composite variants may slightly differ, retain 312 grams due to metal variations. Number 3, color and patina. Look for deeper reddish-brown tones compared to other 1941 pennies. The patina may show subtle differences from standard issues, a telltale sign of bronze composite metal. Number 4, strike details. Examine Lincoln's facial features, coat, and wheat stalks. Composite pennies sometimes display sharper relief or slight irregularities in the strike. Why this coin is special? The 1941S Lincoln wheat cent is highly sought after because low mintage. San Francisco coins had a smaller production run, making them rarer. Historical significance. Minted just months before the U.S. entered World War II. Metal. Composition variation. Bronze composite examples are unusual and stand out. Collector demand. It's an essential coin for those completing San Francisco Lincoln cent sets. Even small differences in metal or strike can dramatically impact the coin's value, making careful identification crucial. Market value, what it's worth. The 1941S Lincoln wheat cent's value depends on condition and metal composition. Condition. Approx value USD, good G4, 5 and 15s, fine F12, 15, $40, extremely fine EF40, $50, $100, uncirculated MS60, 150, 350, high-grade gem MS65 plus, $800 or 500 plus. Bronze composite examples, particularly in uncirculated or gem condition, are among the most prized pennies in the Lincoln wheat cent series. Tips for collectors. If you're hunting for 1941S pennies, keep these tips in mind. Check mint marks, only coins with an S. Below the date are San Francisco strikes. Observe metal and weight. Slight differences in weight can indicate bronze composite metal. Avoid cleaning. Preserving original surfaces is key to retaining value. Use magnification. Examine Lincoln's features and wheat stalks for irregularities. Authentication. High-value examples should be certified by PCGS, NGC, or ANAX. Fun facts about the 1941S penny. Lincoln wheat cents were minted from 1909 to 1958, but certain years like 1941S stand out for rarity. The San Francisco Mint had smaller production numbers than Philadelphia or Denver, increasing collectability. Bronze composite pennies capture subtle variations in metal composition, creating unique collector appeal. The coin connects collectors to a critical moment in American history, right before the nation's involvement in World War II. The collector's experience. Imagine holding a 1941S bronze composite Lincoln cent. Over 80 years old, yet in remarkable condition. Deep reddish-brown tones catch the light. Every detail, Lincoln's face, coat folds, and wheat stalks, and tells a story of mint, craftsmanship, and early 20th century production. This coin is not just a piece of change. It's a bridge to history, a tangible link to the past, and a treasured artifact for serious collectors. Why it holds value. The combination of low mintage from the San Francisco Mint, bronze composite metal variation, age and historical significance, well-preserved condition, makes the 1941S Lincoln wheat cent an essential collector coin. Even circulated examples are valuable, while uncirculated or high-grade specimens can command hundreds to over $1,000 at auction. The 1941S Lincoln wheat cent, bronze composite penny, represents history, a key coin from the early Lincoln wheat cent series. Rarity, limited mintage and composite metal make it special. Highly prized by collectors for its age, condition, and uniqueness. Legacy, a testament to U.S. coinage and mint operations during a critical historical era. For collectors, investors, or history enthusiasts, this penny is a must-have in any Lincoln wheat cent collection. It's more than a coin. It's a piece of American history in your hands. Coin number 5. The 1941 Lincoln Wheat Cent, bronze composite penny history, rarity and value. We're exploring the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Cent, a bronze composite penny that combines historical significance, rarity, and collector intrigue. On the surface, it looks like an ordinary penny, yet its story spans critical years of American history. From composition variations to low mintage nuances, this penny has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. Grab your magnifying glass. This is a coin that could be hiding hundreds or even thousands of dollars in value in plain sight. Historical context: America, 1941. 1941 was a year that changed the world. The United States was on the brink of joining World War II, altering industries and daily life. Coin production had to adapt, balancing metal availability and minting needs. The Lincoln Wheat Cent, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909, had been a staple in American coinage for over 3 decades. This year, the San Francisco Mint for Mint Mark coins and Philadelphia Mint produced pennies that now hold historical and collector value, particularly for the bronze composite variants. The bronze composite penny. The 1941 Lincoln Wheat Cent is considered a bronze composite penny due to slight variations in the copper tin zinc alloy, occasionally from recycled materials. Minor inconsistencies during the San Francisco and Philadelphia mint runs, leading to subtle differences in weight, color, and surface. Collector interest, as these compositional quirks make certain examples stand out from regular issues. These features make the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Cent more than just a simple penny. It is a window into minting practices and history. Identifying a 1941 bronze composite Lincoln Cent. To recognize this coin, collectors should examine number 1, mint mark. The S below the date indicates San Francisco minting. San Francisco pennies often have smaller production numbers, adding to scarcity. Number 2, weight and metal composition. Standard Lincoln Cent or 311 grams. Bronze composite examples may vary slightly, 3.10, 3.12 grams. Number 3, color and patina. Look for a deep reddish-brown tone, sometimes darker than regular 1941 pennies. Patina might reveal subtle differences, hinting at alloy variations. Number 4, strike details. Lincoln's profile, coat folds, and wheat stalks may appear sharper or slightly irregular, indicative of the composite metal use. Why this coin is special? Collectors value the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Cent because historical significance, minted just before the U.S. entered World War II. Metal composition: the bronze composite variety is rare. Collector demand: essential for San Francisco Lincoln Wheat Cent sets. Low mintage interest: though not the rarest, subtle variations make some examples more desirable. Even minor differences in strike, color, or composition can significantly increase its value. Market value: what it's worth. The value of a 1941 Lincoln Wheat Cent depends on condition and mint mark. Condition: approx value USD, good G4, 5 items 15s, fine F12, 15, $40, extremely fine EF40, $50, $100, uncirculated MS60, $150, $350, high-grade gem MS65 plus, $800 EF500 Bronze composite examples can command premium prices over standard 1941 pennies, especially in MS65 plus uncirculated condition. These coins are highly sought after by collectors, completing full mint sets or those hunting for unique metal varieties. Tips for collectors: if you're searching for a 1941 Lincoln Wheat Cent, keep these tips in mind. Check mint marks carefully. S coins are rarer than Philadelphia strikes. Observe weight and metal composition. Subtle variations can indicate a bronze composite example. Avoid cleaning. Cleaning diminishes collector value. Use magnification. Inspect Lincoln's features, wheat stalks and edge details. Authenticate high-value coins. Send coins to PCGS, NGC, or Annex if you believe you have a gem example. Fun facts about the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Cent. The Lincoln Wheat Cent series ran 1909-1958, but 1941's coins are notable for collectability and low mint production. Bronze composite pennies are valued for subtle differences in alloy composition, creating unique collector interest. Even in circulated condition, these coins offer a glimpse into mint history and early 20th century coin production. The 1941 Lincoln cent is a reminder of pre-war America, making it historically significant beyond monetary value. The collector's experience. Imagine holding a 1941 bronze composite Lincoln cent, over 80 years old, yet still displaying beautiful reddish-brown tones. Lincoln's features and the wheat stalks on the reverse stand out in sharp detail, capturing the craftsmanship of the era. Every coin tells a story, from the mint's presses to your hands today. It's not just a penny, it's a piece of American history that collectors cherish. Why this coin holds value. The combination of San Francisco Mint production, bronze composite alloy variations, historical context, pre-war, condition and preservation, makes the 1941 Lincoln wheat cent an essential collectible. Even circulated examples can sell for tens of dollars, while uncirculated high-grade examples can fetch hundreds to over $1,000 at auction. The 1941 Lincoln wheat cent, bronze composite penny embodies history, part of the famous Lincoln wheat cent series. Rarity, notable for its bronze composite metal and San Francisco origin. Collector value, prized in both circulated and uncirculated condition. Legacy, a tangible link to pre-World War II America. For collectors and investors, this penny is more than currency. It's a treasured artifact of American coinage. Coin number 6. The 1941 Lincoln wheat cent, bronze composite penny, history, rarity and value. Today we're diving into the 1941 Lincoln wheat cent, a bronze composite penny minted at the Denver Mint. This coin is a fascinating blend of history, rarity, and collector intrigue. At first glance it might look like a typical penny, but look closer, and you'll see a coin that captures a pivotal moment in American history and numismatics. From subtle composition variations to Denver Mint production quirks, this penny is highly prized by collectors worldwide. Historical context: America in 1941. 1941 was a transformative year for the United States. The nation was preparing for entry into World War II, which would dramatically impact industries and everyday life. Coinage during this time reflected material shortages, production innovations, and changing priorities. The Lincoln wheat cent, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909, had been circulating for over 3 decades, making it a familiar and trusted coin. This year, the Denver Mint produced pennies with a D mint mark, some of which now hold exceptional collector value due to bronze composite alloy variations. The bronze composite penny. The 1941 Lincoln wheat cent is considered a bronze composite penny because its metal composition sometimes differs slightly from standard copper pennies due to the use of recycled metals. Minor production inconsistencies at the Denver Mint resulted in coins with subtle differences in color, weight, and strike quality. These features make certain examples more sought after by collectors, especially when in high-grade condition. Identifying the 1941 bronze composite penny. To determine if your coin is a bronze composite 1941 Lincoln cent, check for number 1 mint mark. The D below the date indicates the Denver Mint. Coins from Denver are generally rarer than Philadelphia strikes, especially in high-grade condition. Number 2. Weight and composition. Standard copper pennies, down to 311 grams. Bronze composite pennies may weigh slightly more or less, 3.10, 3.12 grams. Number 3. Color and surface. Look for a rich reddish-brown tone, sometimes darker than standard 1941 pennies. The patina can reveal subtle composition differences. Number 4. Strike quality. Lincoln's profile, coat details, and wheat stalks may appear sharper or show slight irregularities, reflecting the Denver Mint's die characteristics and alloy variations. Why this coin is special? Collectors prize the 1941 Lincoln wheat cent for several reasons. Historical significance, minted just before the U.S. entered WA2, representing a pre-war era. Denver Mint origin. D coins often had lower mintage numbers, increasing scarcity. Bronze composite. Alloy. Slight variations in composition make certain examples stand out. Collector demand, essential for those completing Denver Mint Lincoln wheat cent sets. Even subtle differences in weight, color, or strike can elevate the coin's value. Market value, what it's worth. The value of a 1941 Lincoln wheat cent varies based on condition and rarity. Condition. Approx value USD. Good G4. 10, 20. Fine F12. 25, 50. Extremely fine EF40. 60, 120. Uncirculated MS60. 150, 400. Gem uncirculated MS65 plus. $800. 2000 plus. Bronze composite. Examples in high-grade uncirculated. Condition can fetch significantly more than regular copper pennies. Collectors often pay a premium for well-preserved coins with deep color and sharp detail. Tips for collectors. If you're hunting for a 1941D Lincoln wheat cent, keep these points in mind. Check the mint mark carefully. Denver coins are rarer than Philadelphia strikes. Observe weight and composition. Small differences can indicate a bronze composite variety. Inspect strike details. Lincoln's coat, wheat stalks, and facial features may show subtle irregularities. Avoid cleaning. Cleaning a coin can drastically reduce collector value. Authenticate high-value coins. Send coins to PCGS, NGC, or Annex if you suspect a rare find. Fun facts about the 1941D. Lincoln wheat cent. The Lincoln wheat cent series ran from 1909 to 1958. Bronze composite. Coins are especially prized for minor alloy variations and minting quirks. Collectors value the 1941D penny not just for rarity, but also for its historical significance during a pivotal pre-war period. Even circulated examples can be collectible and valuable, especially when part of a full Denver mint set. The collector's experience. Imagine holding a 1941D bronze composite Lincoln cent. Over 80 years old yet still displaying a beautiful reddish-brown tone. Lincoln's profile is well-defined, with wheat stalks on the reverse still sharp. Every coin tells a story, from the Denver mint presses to your hands today. It's not just a penny. It's a piece of American history that collectors treasure. Why this coin holds value. The combination of Denver mint production, bronze composite alloy variations, historical context, pre-WWAC, high-grade condition, makes the 1941D Lincoln wheat cent a sought-after collectible. Circulated examples worth tens of dollars. Uncirculated high-grade examples fetch hundreds to over $2,000 at auction. This coin appeals to numismatists, investors, and historical enthusiasts alike. The 1941D Lincoln wheat cent, bronze composite penny, embodies history, part of the iconic Lincoln wheat cent series. Rarity, notable for Denver mint production and bronze composite metal. Collector value, prized in both circulated and uncirculated conditions. Legacy, a tangible connection to pre-World War II America. For collectors, this penny is more than currency. It's a treasured artifact of U.S. coinage. And there you have it, 6 incredible Lincoln wheat cents, each with its own unique story, its own mystery, and its own place in American history. From the legendary 1943 bronze wheat cent that shouldn't even exist, to the rare 1941D bronze composite penny that carries the mark of pre-war America. These coins remind us that even the smallest pieces of metal can hold unimaginable value. Each one tells a story, and of mistakes that became miracles, of forgotten change that turned into priceless treasure, and of how one ordinary coin can change an ordinary life. So the next time you open that old jar of coins, or come across a dusty penny hiding in a drawer, don't ignore it. Look closer, because what might seem like just another coin could be a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Remember, true collectors don't just collect metal, they collect moments, memories, and history itself. If you enjoyed today's deep dive into the world of rare Lincoln wheat cents, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because we have many more untold coin stories coming your way. From rare quarters to hidden dollar treasures. This is OldCoin Secrets, where every coin tells a story, and sometimes that story is worth a fortune. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your next penny be the one that changes everything.